Hey everybody, Carl here. Welcome back to Trails from Zero. Where in the previous episode, we tried to delve deep into Ravache. We found out some interesting stuff about Mr. Gantz, who's been gambling at the casino. Drugs are involved that seem to amplify a person's, not power, but like their ability to do something good, but it's based on something they... No, it's a whole thing. We've been gathering evidence from around town, and it's time we gather it all together, take it to headquarters, and figure out a plan of attack. Yes, and we got a good boy right here, and I need Sergey. Sergey! Hello. You guys are back pretty late. Interrogating Hey You really take you that long? No, actually. We may have just stumbled into another case. We'll give you the details along with what we found out about the Heiyui raid. Chief? Sorry. Was it too convoluted after all? No, that's not it. It's just this series of events. I'm starting to think that it might all be connected. You do? Seriously? What makes you think that? I know a lot has gone down in the last day or two, but I want you to try to connect the dots. Especially you, Lloyd. We're really gonna need those detective skills of yours here. Sure. Leave it to me. Today, we were able to discover roughly 3 pieces of key evidence. The information we heard from Zhao about the raid on Heiyui, the intel we exchanged with Grace about the current state of Ravache, and everything we learned about Gantz, the miner from Mainz. So there has to be something that ties the 3 things together, right? I think I'm starting to see what you're saying here. For now, let's sort through what we know. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can nail this. Which element of the info regarding the raid on Heiyui can be tied to the others? The assailant's physical abilities, Heiyui reinforcements, the informant's relation to Kia. Wait, which element of the info regarding the raid can be tied to the others? Well, the whole empowerment, the fact that they, like Ravache, were extra good at being mafia goons, Gantz was extra good at being a gambler, the stockbroker is great at doing the stockbrokering. So it has to be the physical abilities. Which element of the info regarding Ravache can be tied to the others? Which element of info can be tied to the others? What element of the info regarding can be tied to? Well, the haphazard chain of command is sort of the biggie here. The fact that they're stepping out of line. And yeah. Which element of the info regarding Gantz can be tied to the others? Wow, probably the blue pills though, right? This has to be it. Related elements. Assailant's physical abilities, haphazard chain of command, blue pills in Gantz's possession. You think these factors overlap? Are definitely suspicious, that's for sure. I think so, Ellie. If we take a closer look, we can see certain things linking the cases. The boosted strength displayed by the mafiosos who raided Heiyui, Gantz and his spontaneous gambling skills. They may seem independent of each other, but they both deal with the sudden enhancement of their abilities. Now, suppose we say that the connecting factor in all these are the blue pills. The mafia must have started involving themselves with these illegal drugs in some way. Not just to sell to the public either. Ravache's henchmen must be using the drugs themselves. Is that the general idea, Lloyd? Yeah, more or less. But in the end, it's still just another theory. However, that would certainly explain a lot. In that case, maybe the reason Garcia's authority over Ravache has started to wane. It's all thanks to their grunts taking this drug. Once they're all juiced up, they don't need to listen to him anymore. Things are starting to make a lot more sense. Nicely put, everyone. By the way, remember the rumors Ian told us about yesterday? Of course, the trader and that stockbroker. Could those two be under the pill's influence as well? Who can say? At this point, there's nothing more than pure speculation. However, things are beginning to come together, piece by piece. You feel the same way, don't you? Yes. If I'm being honest, I don't think the special support section will be able to handle a case of this size. We might even need to call in the 1st Division for support, given that the incidents revolve around the distribution of illegal drugs. Huh. Funny you should say that, Lloyd. Your timing couldn't be better. Huh?
Oh, I found you!
What's wrong, Kia? Are you getting hungry?
Nope, not yet. We have a visitor. He's a super grumpy old man. His forehead's all wrinkly.
Grumpy? Oh, yeah, I was about to say, it's Dudley, ain't it? Pardon me. Oh, Detective Dudley. You're late. Apologies, Sergey. Investigation meeting ran a bit long. If this is about the same thing we discussed earlier, do you mind if we go ahead and begin? Sounds good to me. Before we get started, I'll need you to fill them in too, though. I don't have time for your jokes, Sergey. This isn't something rookies should know about, and... Actually, I think the information they found will end up being pretty useful to you in your investigation. In fact, involving them will save you some time in the long run. Are you out of your mind? And again, I did leave the Hey You investigation to the special support section. Maybe I can fill them in, just... No, it's simply not... Chief? If this is a bad time, we can step out for now. Won't be necessary. I don't call Dudley the ace of the 1st Division for nothing, after all. I'm sure he realizes what he needs in a situation like this. Fine. Listen up. The information I'm about to disclose is strictly confidential. It does not leave this room, otherwise there will be consequences. Got it? Yeah, that won't be a problem.
Oh, is this a secret? I love secrets. Tell me too.
Well... I'll make you a snack, Kia. Why don't you go eat it with Zeit? The 1st Division is being pressured? Well, it's not quite as simple as that, Bannings. After the raid on Heiyui, we received orders to devote all our resources to quell any disputes between the mafias. Because of that, we had to end our investigation on a mysterious drug we've been looking into recently. Really?
The 1st Division was investigating the blue pills too?
We only started looking into them a few days ago. Frankly, I'm surprised you even know about them at all. How exactly did the 1st Division find out about the drugs in the first place? We were tipped off about them by a longtime informant of ours. She's been a pretty reliable source, so we started gathering more info based on her tip. But we weren't able to find out anything more concrete than rumors and urban legends. I mean, a miracle pill that can grant wishes and bestow happiness certainly sounds like fiction to me. However, it was apparent that something shady was going on, so we were compiling a list of citizens that seemed to be connected, and... Ooh, one of those looks for. It's almost like you expected everything I just said. Seems like our little theories earlier were spot on. Show 'em, Lloyd. Yes, sir. Take a look at this, Detective. What? Are these what I think they are? We found them on a certain individual during our investigation today. We were allowed to keep them on the condition that we protect their identity. Lloyd explained to Dudley in great detail what had transpired earlier. Damn it all. So it is real. And you're saying that it's possible that Ravache is the distributor? Dudley, about the order to stop the drug investigation. Any idea who made the call? It had to have been someone high up. Our chief didn't agree with the decision, but he enforced it regardless. What a mess.
Hold on a moment. Does that mean someone high on the CPD's chain of command gave in to the Mafia's demands? That's unbelievable.
Come on. How low can you go?
The situation appears quite grave.
Hey, Dudley. It's clear that you came to me because you don't trust the top brass at HQ. So what is it you're planning to do?
To be honest, there's nothing those of us in the first can even do about the drug investigation now. If any of us were to take action, our bosses would do whatever they could to interfere. But as a member of the police, I just can't let this go. Detective Dudley?
Well, there's an easy solution for that. Leave the investigation to the special support section. Lloyd, Ellie, Randy, Tio. Listen up, guys. From here on out, the SSS will be unofficially collaborating with the 1st Division. Since their hands are tied, you four will take over the drug investigation for them.
Yes, sir. Understood.
And in return, we'll get every last bit of intel the 1st Division has about Rivace. Sound fair?
Sergey, what are you... Every bit of intel. You know there are some classified files that I just can't share no matter what.
Every last scrap. Take it or leave it, Dudley. You're stuck in a deadlock and you know it. We're gonna keep doing what we want, regardless. We don't really have any options here.
Damn. Fine. I accept your conditions.
Glad we could come to an agreement.
Well, well. So now we're the ones taking cases away from the 1st Division, huh? I can already feel a sense of superiority welling up inside of me.
Yikes.
Comment retracted.
I suppose I really don't have any other options. Alright, I've turned the drug investigation over to you now. So, how do you actually plan to proceed?
How about that? We already have the drug itself in our hands. The next logical step is to figure out what exactly it's made of.
Not a bad start. But how will you go about doing that? Based on what we know, we can assume this is an entirely new type of drug. It likely be too much for the forensic tools at HQ to handle. That, and there's a risk of being noticed by the higher-ups.
That's a shame. But in that case, we might be able to ask the medical college for help. I see. You're right. We do know someone there we can talk to.
The medical college? You mean St. Ursula?
Right. We know a doctor there who specializes in pharmaceutical research, actually. I've heard he's one of the best in the field, so there's a good chance we'll be able to figure out the drug's composition.
Well, alright then. That might just be our best option given the circumstances. Dudley, can we get you to compile the 1st Division's intel and send the report to us by the end of the day? I want them to decide how to approach the investigation for themselves.
Understood. I'll send her over as soon as I can. Well then, I should go. Thank you for your cooperation, Sergey.
Likewise. Oh, aren't you going to thank them too?
Listen well, you four. If you do anything stupid, this entire situation might nosedive. Understand? Your task is looking into these drugs, and only that. Dealing with the mafias is the 1st Division's responsibility. Stay close to the ground, behave, and most importantly, don't get in our way. That's a weird thank you.
Sheesh. Is it really that hard to say, thanks for doing my work for me?
Perhaps under that tremendous scowl of his, he is simply shy at heart. Maybe so. Also, it seems he has a stronger sense of justice than I first thought. Yeah, I think we can trust him.
Most of the 1st Division's just like him. Diligent as all hell and driven by that same strong sense of justice. No, by the same token, a lot of them are extremely by the book. Makes them inflexible and obstinate.
So, you're gonna head to St. Ursula right away?
Yeah, that's the plan. Though, I'd like to take care of some support requests too, if time permits. That's right. We didn't have the chance to go outside the city all morning.
Guess things are about to get busy. Probably best we just tackle things one at a time. Huh. Glad to see you guys are up for the challenge. Now, I know we're cooperating with the 1st Division, but don't get too worked up over that. Just do things as you'd usually do. Show me you're capable of cracking the mystery behind these drugs.
Yes, sir. Will do. How you doing?
St. Ursula Medical College, huh? This doctor you mentioned. That's the guy who looked into Kia's amnesia, right?
Yes, sir. Dr. Joachim Gwenter, an associate professor of pharmacology and neurology at St. Ursula. When we last spoke, it was clear that he knew his stuff when it came to medicine and drugs.
Well then, he should be reliable for this kind of thing, but...
Chief? Is something bothering you?
You could say that. Strength, speed, concentration, and intuition. Supposedly, those are the kinds of qualities the drug is able to augment. But is it able to increase your luck?
Well, I'm not sure about that. Rationally speaking, you would think that would be impossible. But how else would you explain Gantz's miraculous luck at the casino?
Yeah, gambling's a tricky thing. Intuition and strategy will only take you so far. Before long, luck always shows up as an element. So that begs the question, was he in Lady Luck's good graces or a devil's clutches? Sounds like there's still a few more mysteries to be solved. Tio, if you're up to the task, I want you to look into that for me as thoroughly as you can.
Very well. That was my intention, anyway.
Why is he asking only Tio? Perhaps he knows something we don't.
And he's not willing to share with the class. So we'll have the professor at the medical college take a look at the drug. And in the meantime, I just leave the 1st Division to do their jobs. They know what they're doing, so I'm sure they'll deliver. Just do your own thing for now. You know, like you've always done.
Yes, sir. Check it out. What we got on that fancy computer? Search for an important person from Representative Campbell. I want to meet privately. I'm looking for someone important to me. Come at once. Address Campbell Estate, Residential District. What? That's crazy. Flowers for fallen friends. Old Man Quint. I'm looking for some special flowers to place on some graves. Come to the cabin next to the graveyard behind Crossbell Cathedral at midnight under the blood moon. Okay. Will do. Nice. We can report in on our statewide book retrieval. Why not? Get a bit of pay. Payday. Let's roll. Okay, we're gonna go detective. There we go. Just for a bit of a overview. So, St. Ursula Medical College is main plot, so let's avoid that like the plague. Instead, let's keep creative cooks wanted, just cooking. Search for an important person we want to do before we leave the city, and flowers for fallen friends. Yeah, Crossbell Cathedral also sounds pretty good. Let's check out wherever Kia's at. You eating cookies?
Guys, you have to leave again?
Sorry, Kia. We got something to take care of. We'll be back in the evening, okay? Want us to bring you back souvenir?
No, that's okay. All of you coming home safe is the best gift I could get.
Kia. My heart.
Her smile has pierced my very soul.
The grim atmosphere ran away at the first sight of her smile.
Huh? Have a good day. Be careful.
Yes, I will.
He is saying, as long as I am here, this place is nigh untouchable.
I believe it. We're lucky to have you around, Zaid.
Guess we'll have to reward him with a slab of meat or something after this. Okay, dokie. We got some new quests to check out around the place. Now, I'm sure you're wondering the same thing I'm wondering. How's Mimi doing? Let's check things.
Dad's been really strict today, but I know he loves me, so I'll listen to him.
Same talkies? Same talkies, everybody. We got same talkies in the town, just new quests popping up. That's sweet.
That's sweet all around. We got a freaking residential district quest. I'm super curious about it, so I think I'll just go and do that immediately. This was the representative's house.
This is the house of Representative Campbell who sent the request. We're searching for someone important, right? It sounded like the representative was freaking out.
Hey, doesn't Mademoiselle's Gramps live around these parts? We happen to know this Campbell guy?
Well, about as much as fellow neighbors would know each other. Representative Campbell is an ambitious man. He's so driven by his passion for politics that he often brushes aside everything else. I see. That matches the way I'd envisioned him in my head. Either way, he's requesting our assistance. Let's try asking about it if he's home.
Let's go! New place, new man? I don't believe we've met this Campbell man before. Yellow, let's just go bursting in. No questions asked. Let's go snooping. Yellow. Oh. Yellow. Alright, do we have... No voice here, so... He doesn't even have a portrait, so he doesn't get a cool voice. Unbelievable. What a foolish thing to do. We must find a way to retrieve her, Representative Campbell.
Excuse me, gentlemen. We're here regarding the support request.
Ah, you're the CPD's something or other section. What a relief. We were becoming so desperate that we'd be willing to scrape the bottom of the barrel for assistance. Just a moment. Are you not Ellie, Mayor McDowell's granddaughter? Why have you come with them?
It's been some time, Representative. As it stands, I am currently employed by the CPD. I visit you as a member of the SSS today.
Is that the case? So be it. I suppose the mayor is neutral. Nothing to be concerned about then. But Representative, the Imperial faction's cunning members rely on underhanded tactics. What if they catch wind of this incident? I'm guessing you're in a position that could cause some political strife, Mademoiselle.
Speaking with Diet members is always such a pain. Excuse me, Representative Campbell. Could you tell us what happened? At least, what details you're able to share about the situation? It's just, you look troubled, so... I seem to recall the support request seeking assistance in searching for an important person.
Yes, that's right. Well, you see, I've run into a bit of a snag. I suppose I have no choice but to explain the situation to you. Well, let me make one thing clear to you. This is a politically sensitive matter. The Republican faction has been placed into a difficult situation. This must remain strictly confidential.
Understood. We'll promise to keep this under wraps. We swear to remain silent about the investigation, Representative.
That goes for you guys too. Don't tell anybody about what we see today, okay? Pinky promise. Very well then. Listen up. A certain person affiliated with our faction has disappeared.
Could you elaborate?
It so happens to be my very own daughter. She has run away from home, along with our maid. Wait a minute. This sounds familiar. All that fuss, just end up telling us his daughter ran away.
By daughter, are you referring to Carla? We were classmates in Sunday school.
Oh, really? Well, the representative and his daughter have never been on particularly good terms. Their relationship seems to be entirely comprised of petty arguments. However, the timing couldn't be worse. Our main supporter, Hey Yui, was raided this morning. Dealing with the aftermath has been cumbersome. That utterly foolish daughter of mine. I would normally leave her to her own devices during a hectic period like this. However, recent reports have shown the Mafia's spats becoming more dangerous. It's far too dangerous to leave two girls wandering around on their own.
Yeah, I'd be worried about your daughter's well-being if I were you too.
Not only that, but if this were to become publicized, the Imperial faction could use it as ammunition against me. You can't let your guard down during the diet, so I would prefer to avoid any scandals. And with that, I request you, the SSS, to discreetly apprehend and return my daughter to me.
It all comes down to protecting his reputation, then.
Yes, that's just how these bigwigs think.
I already assumed as much. Well, it's clear that you're concerned for her. There's a fair chance she might be in harm's way after all.
Agreed. We understand the situation, sir. We accept your request to search for your daughter.
Oh, thank Adios. Bring her back immediately.
I can't promise we'll be able to do it quickly. But we'll locate your daughter and provide protection until we've safely brought her home.
Very well. I suppose I'll rely on you for the time being. Proceed however you like. I believe his daughter left a note in her room. That note may prove useful to your investigation.
Thank you for letting us know. We'll take a look at it then.
Search for an important person. Representative Campbell runs a strict household. For instance, he'll enforce small rules like everybody having to eat breakfast together. It's actually quite obvious that his daughter despises such trivialities.
I see.
His suffocating nature could very well be the cause of their strained relationship. And despite that, she still adhered to his rule and joined him for breakfast. How am I privy to such knowledge? I ate breakfast with him, of course. Why are you spilling all the deets? You were so candid. Between AUE and issues with the diet, we have much to deal with at the moment. Proceed with the investigation. I urge you to pursue the matter discreetly so as to not alert the Imperial faction. Between the diet meeting and the Heiyu incident, this morning was absolutely exhausting. I had even more appointments in the afternoon, so I came home to rest for a bit. When I did, I couldn't find my daughter or her maid anywhere. Just as I was beginning to think something was amiss, I found her note. Seems like she's the defiant type.
I doubt you'd have any idea as to where she would go.
Well, let's go take a look at this note. I'm kind of a big shot detective. Where's the second floor? I guess, wait, no second floor. Does this mansion have 3 rooms? Wait. So, okay, so if that's her room, this is the kitchen. Wait, surely there's more rooms here. I'm just not seeing them. What? How does this house work? All right. Let's just check this out. Unless it's just a very close family.
Looks like she left her message in this notebook.
Let's see what it says. I've had enough of you and your insistence on only doing as you please. So now, I shall do as I please. Goodbye, Carla. P.S. I'm taking the maid with me. Knowing you, you'll surely go hungry with no one here to prepare your meals.
Where do we even begin?
The dad's a real piece of work, but his daughter seems like trouble in her own way.
Representative Campbell is the type to put his work ahead of his home life. And now that I think about it, Carla would often complain about her father in Sunday school. I wouldn't be surprised if a sudden falling out caused her to run away from home. However, the note fails to provide a clue about where we should begin the search. The only detail given was that she ran away from home by her own volition.
Based on her note, I think it'd be fair of us to assume something.
She suddenly ran away from home? Or she planned to run away from home? Well, she took the maid with her. She left a note. I feel like she would be... But if she joined him for dinner... Okay, I checked the answer because I wasn't sure. Suddenly ran away from home.
She must have run away unexpectedly. As Ellie mentioned, a sudden falling out may have caused her to run away. She was pretty angry too, based on the note.
I would consider that a reasonable deduction.
I figure if she planned this whole thing out, the note would have been longer and filled with more resentment.
How long ago do you think she ran away from home? I hope it hasn't been too long. Our search will be more difficult if she's gone far.
Good question. Going by what the representative told us, they probably left...
Yesterday. This morning. Just now. Well, it must have been just now if they had breakfast together this morning. But just now doesn't make sense because he came back earlier. Okay, the answer is this morning apparently.
She was present for breakfast, but she had left by the afternoon. I think it's safe to conclude that she departed sometime in the morning.
We should still be able to catch up with her.
Still don't know where the hell she ran off to though. Think we should ask your friends? Could be they got a clue or two for us.
No, I don't think we have time for that. If we consider the circumstances, there's definitely a place she would have visited. We know she left this morning without having planned to. Considering that, there's one place in particular she'd likely have to visit first. Crossbell Cathedral, City Hall, the IBC makes a lot of sense. She needs to withdraw some money.
I think she may have gone to the IBC.
Makes sense to me. Our escapee probably needed some dough for her getaway. The IBC would be a pretty typical first stop for running away from home.
If she suddenly left, then she wouldn't have had much time to pack. The IBC is certainly a possibility. Shall we depart for the IBC then? She may still be there.
Yeah, let's get there ASAP. You got it. We got the clue. And with that, we are gonna go there straight away. Pa. Yellow. We saw a report about a shooting. Yes, so Bell's is just the same. Here we are.
Alright, we made it.
Man, always feels like we're stepping into a whole other, much more impressive world when we come here.
I presume the representative's runaway daughter may have stopped here. Shall we inquire with the receptionist? Yes, let's ask Lanfei to see if she knows anything about it.
Lanfei!
Hello again, Miss McDowell. Do you need help with anything? Hi, Lanfei. I'm just here to ask you a quick question. Did a lady by the name of Carla stop by here today? I think she may have been here with the maid.
Oh, you're right. Carla did come in earlier. She told me she had urgent business to discuss with Miss Craw.
With Belle?
Yes, Miss Craw agreed to a meeting, so I directed Carla up to the top floor. This all happened about an hour ago.
Do you mind if we go and ask Maribel for some details? Truth be told, we're conducting an investigation.
Oh, yes, I think you should be okay to talk with her right now. I believe she's currently in the CEO's office.
Thank you very much.
Alright, let's get cracking. Bap, boop, boop, beep, beep. Check over here. Nobody's over there. But, CEO's office, Maribel.
I'm so sick of this. I've been stuck in meetings all day thanks to those Ravache buffoons. Fortunately enough, I don't think their little raid will affect our stock prices negatively. Grrr, I almost want to kick down their door and demand compensation for all the hassle they've put me through. Your life never seems to get any easier. You could say that again. It doesn't help that father is who knows how many cells away right now either. Oh, but I digress. Did you need something, Ellie? Judging by the crowd you brought with you, it doesn't seem like a personal reason. Yes, there's something I need to ask you, Belle. A woman named Carla should have stopped by the IBC earlier today. Did you happen to see her? Carla? Oh yes, she definitely came here not too long ago. I'm acquainted with her, given that we're both in the upper echelons of society. She claimed she had an emergency and wished to speak with me directly. She proceeded to withdraw every last mirror out of her savings account.
Damn, we were right on the money.
Why did she have to speak directly to you for that, Maribel? You think the receptionist would have been able to handle her request just fine? It has to do with the amount she withdrew. Under normal circumstances, you would need to fill out the appropriate paperwork. Today was an exception. As you might be able to surmise, I'm unable to disclose the exact amount she withdrew. That said, it was in the hundreds of thousands of mirror. That is an exorbitant amount of money. The truth is, Carla's attempting to run away from home. We've been tasked with bringing her back safely. Do you know where she might have gone, Belle?
Oh, well, that would explain her rash behavior.
Well, judging by the amount she withdrew, I would assume she's planning to relocate to a foreign country. That could be it. Is it possible she had a destination in mind? Well, now that I think about it, I recall a conversation between her and her maid about sightseeing in Gransel. I believe Carla ordered her maid to make hotel reservations there. Gransel? Isn't that Liberal's capital city?
So she's ditching this joint for Liberal.
She must have departed for the airport then. We may be able to arrive in time if we proceed with haste. We must notify the airport's receptionist. Right, we have to hurry. We're sorry to have bothered you. We appreciate your cooperation. See you later, Belle. Sure. They sure know how to keep busy.
We gotta go, 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 go. I mean, if we can't catch her in time, let's jump onto the airship. And if that lands in Grand Soul and we go explore Grand Soul City, is that really such a big loss? You know? I know where the airport is, everybody. And I'm gonna prove it to you, because everybody knows Ursula Road is the road we want to go to in that case. Oh, there's a guy over there. Let's check in. Anybody else hanging out in the square? All right. Who are you? Phew. Going on a day trip to Remiferia is as exhausting as it sounds. Trust me. Okay, the wifey's waiting back home for me. Ought to get there ASAP so the two of us can relax together. Sure. Relax together. Bap boop boop beep beep. Ah, yes, 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 yes. Screw Campbell's daughter. This is the real reason to come here. Oh, hey. Thanks again for all your help yesterday.
Anton, are you returning home?
Sadly so. There's nothing left for me here, since Fran rejected me and all.
Truly unfortunate.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm used to this sort of thing. Seeing that pure smile form on her lips as she talked about the person she loves. It basically killed me inside.
The person she loves? Should we tell him that you meant the Sergeant Major?
Probably better leave it be. We mentioned that, and I bet things will just get more complicated than we want to deal with.
I agree. I feel a little bad for him, but it's probably for the best.
I agree. He's the one to jump to conclusions. A brutal rejection in Liberal, and a gentle one in Crossbell. Hey Ricky, what's there to live for now? What am I supposed to do?
Hey, it's up to Anton whether he wants to stay depressed forever, or actually learn from his rejection this time. As his friend, all I can really do is keep watching over the poor guy.
Until we meet again, Anton. Oftentimes, wealthier passengers like to take their pets with them on their flights. We transport them in individual cages with all the luggage, but they always start barking and crying the moment we land. I understand people like to bring their pets with them, but personally, I prefer not having to handle transporting them. That makes sense from your perspective, Ricardo.
Hurry up! If you don't board soon, we're gonna miss our flight. Dang it, I was wanting to stay in Crossbell for a little while longer.
Oh, you gotta go on that airplane. Bam, bam. Anybody up here? Oh.
Air travel has become quite pleasant over the past few years, hasn't it? The goddess dwells in the sky, you know. Perhaps we have received her blessings through our endeavors.
You make a fine point, sir. Well then, let's check out you. Here at the ticket counter, we also handle immigration registrations, so are able to check your baggage before boarding. Please rest assured, we'll make sure your any luggage you entrust to us is safely transported to your destination. Yes.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? We have a bit of an emergency. Oh dear, what is it? You see, an individual by the name of Carla Campbell should have boarded an outgoing flight to Liberal. We were wondering, has that airship finished boarding yet? You said Carla Campbell? If you'll give me a moment, please. I'm terribly sorry, but Carla Campbell wasn't listed as a passenger. Are you positive? That's strange. I could have sworn she should have been on this flight.
Me too. There's only one flight scheduled for today that's heading for Liberal, right?
Correct. And it seems it has not departed yet.
Pardon me? Oh!
I knew it. You're with the police, aren't you? Wait, aren't you Marcia? One of the maids at Representative Campbell's mansion? Are you the maid that ran away with Carla? Yes, that's right. You see, Lady Carla never intended to go to Liberal in the first place. That was merely a rumor she spread to throw her father off her tracks. In actuality, she plans to live in the home of an acquaintance in the Republic.
She's going to Calvard? Crap, she must have gone to the station then.
If you hurry, you might make it in time. I'm sorry. My lady has caused so much trouble for everyone. But if at all possible, please bring Lady Carla back home. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell.
So she's got her reasons for all this, huh? Well, time to roll. I'll bring her back for you, don't worry.
If she's Republic-bound, the train will be departing in a matter of minutes. There's no time to waste then. Thanks, Marcia. You were a big help. Marcia, could you go inform the representative of what's happened? You can leave bringing Carla back to us. Okay. Please, I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands.
Unless that was Carla in a blue wig. We don't know if she wasn't just Carla in a blue wig. Wait, where's she gone now? She's just up and... Oh, hold up. No, you can't enter there. Sorry. Just wondering. Okay. Oh, that means we go to my favorite street, Station Street. Billy, have you seen this girl? It's a never-ending cycle, I tell you. Let's go. Oh, it's packed in here. You know, it wasn't that long ago that Erebonia and Calvard were on rather sour terms with each other around the time of the 100 Years' War. During that period, railway operations shut down and travelers lingering in Crossbell were forced to stay put. After all that blew over, the system was majorly improved to prevent a similar situation from ever happening again.
The Calvard-bound passenger train will be soon departing from Platform 1. If you wish to board, please make your way over to the platform or wait for the next train.
What do you sell here at this station?
A lunchbox, a Happy Ham sandwich, and the Crossbell Times. All a man could need on the train.
I came to the station to see my grandpa off. Working out of state's gonna be hard on him, so I'm here to provide some moral support before he leaves.
That's so nice of you, but you should look at me when you talk to me.
The Imperial Company I used to work for when I was younger still contacts me for consultations fairly often. It's a demanding job, but it keeps me sharp. At my age, it's more than welcome.
We're about to start investigating that mess with the Mafia. You lot seem to be in a hurry. We plan to split the workload with Wenzel and the others, and then start our investigation. Let us know if you figure anything out. We still don't have any concrete leads about the pills, so let's not mention that to them yet.
Yeah, they don't get the info, silly bracers. I think we're gonna afford a short break before we start inspecting the Runaway-bound train. But don't let that break get you too comfortable now. We need to stay vigilant. Sharp. Or the other way around.
As stringent as ever.
Calvard Republic. Nope, this guy. Thanks for helping out with that Calvardian train inspection, Quattro. I noticed how busy of a man you are. I wouldn't say that. Compared to the chaos that was the anniversary festival, it's been a walk in the park.
Oh,
get going.
My boyfriends, well, ex-boyfriends, dumped me. So I've decided to try to ease the heartbreak by traveling abroad. This isn't the end for me. Just watch, I'll find a foreign guy that's 1,000 times more charming and handsome than that jerk. I believe.
Let the hate flow through you. Let it fuel you.
And then use it to just improve yourself. Not like in a petty way, but just like in a positive way. Just, yeah.
I'm planning to visit Calvard's eastern quarter. If I could get tickets to see that gambler Jack stage play, that'd be fantastic. It's based off this best-selling novel of the same name.
Really? I need to see that stage play. Oh, excuse me. I understand you may be in a hurry, but please try to refrain from running on the platforms.
You can't stop me!
CPD, get down. Oh, I'm sorry. Could you give me just a moment, please? Attention all passengers. Attention all passengers. Please step back from the edge of the platform once the departing train's bells begin to ring. For your safety, please refrain from leaning forward as trains pass through. And as always, thank you for your cooperation. Anyway, please don't lean forward while on the platform. High-speed trains rush through here all the time, so you can never be too careful.
It's good advice. Solid advice. Alright. So, this is the train bound for the Calvard Republic. Let's go, go, go! Oh no!
Platform 1, the train bound for the Republic, is now departing. If you are not boarding the train, then please step back to the center of the platform.
Wait a sec. Isn't that the train the representative's daughter is supposed to be on?
We can still make it. Let's get on.
Go, 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 go. Whoop. In the nick of time. Oh, I guess we're going to Calvard, everybody. skipping a couple of games. Oh, let's go. See a water buffalo on the side of the road. That's wonderful. This is a cool mission. This is a super cool mission.
We cut that close. I wonder if we'll get in trouble for not following protocol. Officers should be allowed to board trains during emergencies, so we don't have to worry about that. However, the problem remains. What do we do now? The plan was to convince Carla to return home, correct?
Yeah, well, we can't ride on this train forever, you know. Still gotta drop off those drugs at St. Ursula, ain't that right?
That's true. We have not come this far to simply give up.
Yeah, I know. The next stop is Altair, located at the western edge of Calvard. We should have about 30 minutes. Until then, let's keep trying to persuade her to come home.
Roger, I'm no quitter.
Alright, I hope our words can get through to her.
Indeed. And it seems like they might not, so we gotta choose the right answers here, or she might not join us, or at least be missing out on a lot of DP. I'm returning home to Altair after a nice short vacation. My wife and kid are waiting for me. I can't wait to see their faces again. I can't wait to see those faces.
Start behaving right this instant!
Wow, incredible!
How dare you? That inspection officer was eyeing everyone up and down. I know it's a routine thing, but it still grinds my gears. What? You got something to hide there? Nameless passenger? Okay.
You sure are impatient. We still have a long way to go before we reach the Republican capital, so you should relax a bit. Snap? Like who?
Finally, our big railway trip. I gotta capture every memory. Oh, camera snap, not a finger snap. Carl, come on. Come on now, why would he stand there snapping his fingers? This place is pretty glum. Makes it sort of hard to read in peace. Maybe I should move to window seat. Yeah, you see yourself in the dingy corner.
I'm so excited for this girls-only trip. Trust me, my husband would have been a massive buzzkill. When you talk Calvard, you have to mention their gourmet dishes. Of course, their hot springs too. Is it onsen time? Woo!
Oh.
It's Carla.
Hey, finally found her.
Now we just have to persuade her to return home. The odds of her listening to reason still seem slim.
Oof, let's see if we can do this.
Ored State is my homeland. You see, that's where I'm taking my grandchild.
My grandpa's hometown sounds super awesome. He couldn't stop talking about how huge the farms are there.
That's great. What's up over here?
I can't get enough of those, I tell you what.
I'm sorry, I can't. What? Okay. Well then, can we...
Let's try to convince Carla to return.
Let's try to convince Carla to return, everybody.
Don't tell me Marcia missed the train. Guess I'm all alone now. Can I handle this? Long time no see, Carla.
I feel like Carla, to differentiate her and go with like the letter attitude, let's make her a bit more like tsundere, a bit more sort of...
Ellie? What are you... I mean, what a coincidence! Running into you here! Are these your friends? Oh, are you planning to spend a day or two in the Republic? Well, Carla, how should I start this?
Ooh, do we do a little cheatsy? Yeah, let's do a little cheatsy. We don't have to be honest.
Yes, actually. I thought it'd be fun to see the Republic's National Orchestra with everyone. Really? Then we can accompany each other until we arrive at the Republican capital. I'm so thankful I ran into you, Ellie. Truth be told, I'm feeling a bit down. After all, I'm alone on this giant train and... Alright, looks like we've lowered our guard. Why exactly are you here, Carla? Well, it's a long story. My father's always ordering me around, filling my life with rules and more rules. Once he doesn't even respect himself. And this morning was a perfect example of it. I will never forgive him for what he did. Which was... Whatever it was, it sounds bad. After breakfast, he walked into my room without knocking.
Huh? That's it?
Of course it's not just that. What if I was changing? More importantly, Father's the one always lecturing me about how I should always knock. And even though he throws a fit when I forget to do so, this morning he calmly strode into my room, commanding me to do this and that and to attend a dinner party in the evening and he pries into every single small detail of my private life. It's like he can't do anything but that.
I can relate with how she feels. This is nothing more than a misunderstanding between father and daughter.
How should we handle this? Your father is to blame? Did you try locking your door? Ooh, I feel like did you try locking your door is actually a better response to make her reflect on her own actions here rather than sort of playing along with her. Let's check the answer. I am completely wrong. Let's play along with her story. Let's not try to be sensible about it. Your father's definitely to blame here.
And your father's in the wrong. I can sympathize with you, Carla. You think so too? I knew leaving home was the right decision. Still, it's the first time I've ever left Crossbell. The only reason I decided to go through with this plan was because Marcia said she'd accompany me.
I think I get the gist of this mess. But she still looks hesitant, right?
She never had the strongest heart to begin with. Sure, she ran out of the house in a hurry, but I bet with every step, she became more and more uneasy.
Then she should almost be at her breaking point. It's dangerous to travel alone. Your father is worried about you. Your maid is worried sick. Well, this last one's probably gonna get to her the most.
I was wondering why I still hadn't seen Marcia. No, she must have betrayed me, didn't she? Unacceptable. I specifically ordered her not to tell anyone. Please, calm down, Carla. It's true that Marcia informed us of the situation, but that's only because she's worried sick about your safety.
Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. Her words, not mine.
Marcia, she really said that?
I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands. That was her farewell before we made our way to the station to find you. Well, I think it would be best if you had another talk with your pops. Instead of running away, wouldn't it feel better to say what you want to say to his face?
You may be right. I had started to think that there was no one at my side. But if Marcia's waiting for me, I don't mind returning home. Everyone, perhaps could you stay with me a bit longer and let me get everything out of my system? Besides, I need to start thinking about what I should say to Father.
Sure, we can do that.
We should be near Altair, but we still have the ride back.
If you want the company, we'd be glad to oblige.
Whoa. Lloyd and the others transferred in Altair for the return trip. Then, 30 minutes later... Cruising back to Crossbell. It's just like the opening. It's just like the opening, but we know this city now. We're part of it. It's in our blood. Good job, everybody. We sure got her. With a little help from the guide. Phew, we're finally back.
That was a long trip. In more ways than one.
Sorry for the trouble I've caused. I truly thank you for listening to what I had to say. Please don't worry about it.
Who's to say we can't handle consultations?
You can count on the SSS to lend you an ear whenever you need it. Thank you.
How dare you worry me at a time like this, you daft girl?
Speak for yourself, Father. If you had tried to come find me yourself, it would have been one thing, but to think you hired other people to do it for you. Excuse me, Lady Carla. My apologies. I was just so terribly worried. You should be sorry. I'm upset with you too, Marcia. Forgive me. But, well, I'm grateful too. Can I count on you to continue to be by my side? Oh, of course. I'd be happy to. Oh, thank heavens. I think I finally made up my mind. I have some conditions, Father. You must knock every time you wish to enter my room. Every time, okay? In addition, you may no longer intrude upon my private life. And if you refuse, I'll be hopping right back on that train, and I won't look back.
Well, you have to stay home and behave yourself for a while first.
So, are you honoring my request, or are you refusing it?
Fine. I don't want to be worried or have another falling out. I'll accept your terms. So this is the power of the something or other section. For the time being, allow me to thank you for safely bringing my daughter home. However, not a word this incident is to escape your lips to anyone. Am I understood?
You got it.
Our lips are sealed, so you can rest easy.
Good. We're leaving, Carla.
Don't you tell me what to do. Ellie, everyone, until we meet again. I can't thank you enough for all that you've done. Please feel free to drop by our house whenever you'd like. We'll welcome you with open arms.
The two of them bowed deeply.
No. I guess that settles that.
Even though that took forever, well, I'm glad we helped them out.
Judging by their conversation, I think that will work things out. What a relief.
I hope you're right. I pray they'll be able to work out their differences. Anyway, Lloyd, we should get going now. There's still some requests we can finish up today. Yeah, good point. Let's get to it then.
Search for important person complete. Nice. We're at the station. What's up at the station, anybody here? It's a ghost town. Well, oh, hey. Hey there. Did you just get back from Calvert? I also really like to take a trip out there someday.
Well, I didn't exactly go out there for a vacation.
Yeah. We were still in the English translated part of it. Okay. Well, if it isn't the special support section.
It's been a while, Quattro.
Indeed it has. Thank you again for last time, everyone. I'm on my way to perform a routine inspection of Platform 2. Weren't you on your way to Calvert?
Yeah. Let's call it a business trip.
Oh, keep up the good work then. They say those who put in the most effort are the ones who'll find the most success in life. They're the ones who'll burn out the most quick.
I wonder if Erebony or Calvert would be better for my heartbreak vacation. Might as well pick the one with the more attractive men, but I'm not exactly sure how to figure that out.
She's got her priorities, right?
I used to be really shy, but I managed to get over it after I was put in charge of making the announcements. I'm so glad they trusted me with this. It's the perfect job for me.
Yeah, it helps. Actually, I'm still not too sure whether the Eastern Quarter is even safe. I mean, what if it's full of rogues and crooks, like the ones in Gambler Jack? You shouldn't believe everything you read.
There's been a lot of accidents lately, far too many in my book. All I want is for passengers to be safe and have pleasant travels.
That's too much to ask in this world. I remember you guys. Weren't you heading to Calvert? You vacation a lot or something? I'm sure once you're used to traveling by train, it can become a dull. I recommend you read a book to kill the time. Actually, I finished this novel not too long ago. Here, you can take it. Back Alley, Dr. Glenn, Chapter 13. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's about time for the Empire-bound train to depart. I'm a little sad to leave, but I should get myself to the platform.
I'm gonna be lonely without you home, Grandpa, but it's okay. I know your trip's gonna go great. Just do your best out there.
Wait, Didn't you just step off a train that came in from the Republic?
If you have to make one-day trips out of the state, you must be really busy.
Well, we didn't have much choice considering the support requests. While you're here, have there been any developments in the raid investigation? Well, actually, we found that not too long ago, some really dangerous stuff was smuggled into the state from Erebonia. How dangerous are we talking?
Well, it was some of those Reinford-made heavy machine guns used in a raid, so very. Ravache must have planned the raid well in advance. They were ready.
Figures that's how they got those guns.
But despite their careful planning, Heiyu still managed to drive them into a corner.
Exactly, and that's what strikes me as odd. For supposedly premeditated raids, their performance was rather lackluster. We need to keep that inconsistency in mind as we continue to investigate. At any rate, from what I understand, cargo coming into Crossbell from Erebonia often goes without inspection. What's it going to take for them to crack down on that? As if their level of negligence hasn't already put people at enough risk already. Oof, that hits a sore spot.
The fact that they got their hands on Reinford Company weaponry rubs me the wrong way.
How does Ravache do it? Not even the CGF are able to buy those heavy machine guns.
Bap boop boop.
Beep beep. Beep beep. The bus service provides transportation to the Erebonian and Calvardian border gates, if you would prefer an alternative to the rail lines. If you have a minute, I could explain alternate methods of transportation that can assist you in your return home. If you happen to miss your train, please don't hesitate to ask me for assistance. No, thank you. It's the worst. Bus for train, as we call it.
Even Mayor McDowell uses the railway whenever he has appointments in the Empire or Republic. Sure, traveling by airship would be faster, but the tickets are way more expensive. We're all blessed with such a frugal mayor. Yes. Long may he reign.
Now then, what's new here? I'm grateful. Railway guns. Yep. Still on the same topic. Well, final thing I want to do, just make sure that everybody's okay. Right here at the Campbell residence. Yellow. Ah, I did knock.
It's true. There really is no place like home. Thank you, everyone. You've truly helped me in ways nobody could understand.
It was no trouble at all. You really should try to communicate with your father more, though.
That is the plan. You've given me the confidence to give it an attempt.
Aw, look at us doing good deeds.
I don't know how I can thank you for your help, everyone. I am truly relieved to have consulted with you instead of following my lady's orders as I had originally intended.
Not a problem, ma'am. The SSS is here to help with any and all requests.
Okay, I'll be sure to remember that.
Now please tell me about the layout of this house. How does it work? It truly is a relief. The Imperial faction no longer has any ammunition to use against us. Huh, now we can plan our countermeasures for the Diet with our minds at ease. Yeah, what you gonna cry and scream about tomorrow? I suppose I should offer you my thanks for returning my foolish daughter. I believe I've said my piece. Please leave immediately. Wow, feeling the warmth in here from this guy. Freaking. Alright, that was a job well done. SSS building well and truly back. Yeah, I'm just hoping there might be like maybe a little bit of a thing. Maybe we can get like a level or something. Search for an important person. Oh, that's the bonus DP. Yes! Strega P! We got new Stregas. Oh, third class? Oh, sorry.
I'll make sure your bonuses get transferred to you immediately. Thank you, please keep up the good work.
Yes, will do. Third class, good job, Lloyd. Yeah, good job, Lloyd. All right. Oh, move +8. Oh, these boots have move +2. That's crazy. So we gain 20 def, 6 move at the cost of a little bit of evasion. Yes. Is Lloyd the one Lloyd already has terrific movement, though. Is he the one we want to give the most movement? I mean, Ellie's pretty abysmal, but that's okay. They're okay. Stamp jumpers. Well, that's a fun one, but let's see. Randy or Orlando? Yeah, I feel I'm gonna give it to Randy so that both him and Lloyd have crazy. Because Lloyd already has 12 movements. That's insane. All right. Yes. What a cool reward. What a cool note for us to leave off on as well. We're gonna end it right here with Kia, I think, because this is a perfect time to do it. Well, everybody,
Next time around, we have a couple more quests to wrap up around Crossbell City before we can hit the outskirts and then get going to St. Ursula to try to figure out what's up with these blue pills. But until that day, thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Carl, and this has been Trails to Completion.